Hello and welcome to a Dominaria sealed video here on the channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is my first foray into Dominaria, my first ever sealed, and so I just thought I would share and we could experience it together. So welcome, welcome if you're watching this on YouTube, and let's see. And I haven't really done sealed videos before, but you'll get to see my approach because I think that I have pretty decent approach to limited when it comes to sealed. I think I have a couple of good strategies. So first thing I usually do is I sort by rarity just to see what like my best cards may be. And I'm going to get rid of the lands. Wow, double Helm of the Host. I guess we'll maybe see if we can get that. Lich's Master I think is unplayable. And we're just going to make these bigger, give us more room. Siege Gang Commander is great. I don't think the first Eruption is very good. And then Torgar. 2 less to cast for each creature you sacrifice that way. Yeah, that's pretty cool. No insane cards. I think Siege Gang's our best card. Putting Helm of the Host on Siege Gang Commander seems kind of cool. I'm not sure how good Helm of the Host is going to be, though. We might try it out. So after I do this, I just sort by color to see which one's the deepest. And then I start cutting cards that I think are going to be unplayable. So I'm going to cut Excavation Elephant. Baird. I'm just going to keep in. I think Triumph of Gerard is probably going to be pretty bad in sealed. Yeah, board the Weatherlight's pretty bad. I think try to. So at this point, it looks like we're very unlikely to play white. Though we're going to keep the 2 Blessed Lights in case we have tools to splash. Well, the Unity's fine. Let's just keep going by color. I think Arcane Flight's going to be pretty weak in sealed. So I'm going to start by cutting that. Artificer's Assistant, not really what I want. Same with Sage. Voldan Arcanist. Probably not what we want. We'll look back later and see if we want that type of card. 2 Merfolk Trickster is pretty nice. I think Academy Drake is going to be good. I think Divination is going to be good in sealed. Solarian Scholar is a no. It's just a 3-minute 2/3. I don't think Sentinel is going to be very good. We're going to start by cutting it. Coldwater Snapper is probably not great. Syncopate's probably fine. So we don't have a ton of great blue cards. And I think we do want to try to play red because our Siege Gang's there. But let's see what we have in black. Don't think Demonic Vigor is very good. Though it is kind of a combo with Siege Gang, so if we end up black-red, we might consider it. Cabal Evangel, I don't think is playable in sealed, because remember, sealed's a bit slower. Drudge Sentinel, I think this card's pretty good, especially your first copy. It's kind of hard to deal with, especially in sealed. Soul Salvage, probably don't really want that. Don't think Cabal Paladin is very good. I do like Thallid Omnivore. Windgrace Acolyte seems fine in sealed. Lich's Mastery is unplayable. And then Torgar's pretty fine. Shivan Fire, so yeah, our red's looking pretty great. Surg Prospector's not great. Let's see what, yeah, this is the first strike card, I don't think that's very good. Bloodstone Goblin, not great. Overall, not an insane pool. Run Amok, not great. Fight with Fire is awesome. Get Your Journey Mage is decent. Probably don't want to play it, but we could. The first Eruption. So it pings, and then it adds 2 mana, and then we sack it. That could be kind of a cool combo with Fight with Fire. Maybe we'll try it. Valduk. Create a 3/1 elemental combo with Helm of the Host. Goblin Barrage is pretty good. Radiating Lightning, probably a sideboard card. Kelvin Raider's pretty good, and this guy's probably our best card. Siege Gang Commander's pretty good. I think I was a little bit hasty with my grade on it in the set review I did. I think this card's probably an A-. Just so good on it pretty much all points in the game. So let's see. Arbor Armament I don't think is very good. Gift of Growth is probably fine. Sapling, Curling, Migration I really like. Grove could be good if we want to splash white for those guys. I don't think Crows and Druid's going to be very good in sealed. I'm just cutting all the cards that I think are like not great so that I get a sense of how many cards I kind of want to play or would be good playing. Sprout Swarm is probably not insane, but it could be fine. I think that guy's going to try. Grun. I like Grun. Primordial Worm, probably fine in sealed, but we don't want 3 of them, especially because we already have a Grun and a Thorn Elemental. Arvad the Cursed. 5-minute 3/3 Death Touch Lifelink isn't insane. Tatyova, I think, is going to be pretty good in sealed. Then Skittering Surveyor, I think, is going to be a very good card. We'll take Servant, probably not great. Jousting Lance, not great. Astral Glider is pretty much unplayable, I think. as is Sorcerer's Wand. So these are the cards, and I don't know how good Helm of the Host is. It's definitely better in sealed than it would be in draft, but equip 5 is very steep. Making copies of stuff does seem kind of cool, though. So now we kind of just examine like which colors don't really offer us anything useful, or which ones are the smallest. So I think we can keep the profanity to a minimum, please, Smurf. Not gonna let that message through chat. It wasn't a mean message. It's just probably don't want too much. So I think red's definitely a color we're playing. Oh, we didn't hit the second Warlords for. Oh, we cut. No, we cut. I kind of want to play red. I think all my best cards are red. Oh, we cut a Shivan Fire. What the heck? Oh, I meant to cut the one card, but I cut Shivan Fire. I think all of our best cards are red, or a lot of our best cards are red, but we don't have an insane number of red cards. I think Skittering Surveyor is definitely making the deck. Don't really have a great reason to be black. We have a couple of fine black cards. Our blue cards are fine, nothing insane. I don't think we need Arfod. That's... oh, man. I wonder if Helm of the Host is good. This format is super grindy. There you go, Smurf. Huh. That's kind of good to know. I haven't played any of it, though, so I'm going to just... So we have some decent blue cards. I think this... We don't have any insane cards, so I think we're just going to see. So we really want to play this guy. We're just going to separate them below the line. Censoring your free speech. Oh, yeah. We only have 7 red cards, though. So it's kind of hard. We're going to maybe play 2 colors and then splash a third, thanks to our Skittering Surveyor. And then maybe one of the colors is going to be green. So maybe we'll play Teamer. Channel is practically Nazi Germany. That's not okay. That's not a very nice thing to say. What the heck? There we go. So I think we want to play red. I think we want to play this guy. I think we're going to play our Helm of the Hosts to try them out. Definitely playing our Skittering Surveyor. This card's probably pretty good. So I think we're going to play green because then we have our Grown from the Ashes as another fixer. I think we're going to play green, red, and splash blue. No. I think we could splash blue for the Tatyova. I don't think we could splash black. And then we'll look to add more of our marginal cards. So blue does seem fine. It just doesn't have anything insane in it. The problem is a couple of our good blue cards are Merfolk Tricksters. Maybe those cards aren't very good aren't as good in sealed. So yeah, we'll play this way and then splash blue maybe, or maybe we just play. I don't think we have enough good cards to play all 3 colors. Maybe we don't splash blue. Tatyova is good, but I think maybe it's just too hard. We don't have enough good splashable blue cards. We could just splash white for the 2 Blessed Lights, and then we don't need to play Torgar or some of these more. These, like, Eviscerate's good and Vicious Offering's good, but I think we're going to try it like this to start. We're going to... Okay. What does this deck look like? There's only 20 cards, and one of them is a land. I really do want to play red, because I think all of our best cards are red, because I think Fight with Fire is great, Shivan's great, Vadic's kind of cool with Helm of the Host. I don't think this card's very good. Untap target artifact. Yeah, that card's not great in our deck. So let's just see. Elephant's not going to be insane. Not going to splash a Gideon's Reproach, I don't think. So green, red, splashing white looks kind of like this. And we can just add some more worms. Have some big expensive guys. Add some crows and druids. I'll probably play 1/2 drop. So I really don't want to play this 2 drop because it's pretty bad. So this is probably one version of our deck. Maybe cut. I guess we have the. We only have 12 creatures. Maybe cut Gift of Growth. I think this is one version of our deck. It doesn't seem insane to me. Let's see. Do we have anything that really cares about historic in this deck? Doesn't look like it. I think this would be our build, probably. Or we could go up to 18 lands and just cut the Bloodstone Goblin. We don't have an insane number of kicker cards that are like going to be insane with it. I guess we have a couple, but I don't think this card's going to be very good. And then we would run 18 lands because we do have a spell land and some pretty expensive stuff. So this could be one version. So let's add lands and then see what else we can maybe concoct. We have double colors in a lot of our stuff, so I think we have Skittering and Grow, so that's 3 sources of white for our 2 Blessed Lights. So I think we can go down to 1 white source. Though maybe since we have, because we do have a ton of double colored cards, maybe we can go up to 2. We do want to be able to find it. That'll bring us to 4 sources. I think 3.5 is pretty much optimal depending on how many cards. This is 9, 15, 17. So it'd be 8, 8. Oh no, but we already have that, so we'll cut 1 forest then. So we'll save this deck. I think this deck's pretty good. Got some cool stuff, and then we'll add a new deck. Try out several things. And I think I kind of want to try our black cards and our blue cards in this deck. We could also try like a meme build around this card. We don't really have a ton of life gain, so I don't think that we're really going to get there on it. So this card plus this card is just draw 3. That's kind of funny. Jeez. How many instants and sorceries are in this build? Not enough to justify the Arcanist. This build seems just worse. It just doesn't have anything really going for it that the other build doesn't. It does have a Torgar, but it's not really aggressive. It does have a couple flyers, but I just don't think this deck has enough. It's only got 19 playables. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the green-red build. Splashing white. I think the 2 removal spells are going to be pretty relevant in sealed. There might be some enchantments that are pretty good. And our red cards are all of our best cards. And then we have some good green cards and some fixing in green. I would like to play the Tatyova because I think Tatyova is pretty strong. But I think that it'll probably, there's a lot of removal, so I think we're probably going to be able to just, experiment a little bit. But I kind of want to see what I think our black cards are kind of fine. We have Eviscerate, Vicious Offering, think Thallid Omnivore is pretty good. Dredge Sentinel could be good. And then there's some other kind of decent cards. There's only like 7 cards that I kind of want to play from black. So I guess it's not insane. Yeah, I guess we'll just go with our primary deck. Let's just double check to make sure there's no cards we're missing out on. That's an important step. Yeah, there's no... Our white is pretty weak. Yeah, our blue's also kind of weak. There is a Cloud Reader Sphinx, but I don't think that's worth splashing. Our black cards, we have an Eviscerate, but we already have the 2 Blessed Lights that we're splashing. I don't think we want Warlord's Fury. I don't think we need Bloodstone in the main deck. That's a good sideboard card, I think. And then we already have several 6-drops, so I don't think we need any more. I don't think we want Arbor. Yeah, I think this is going to be the deck, and I will see you in the games. Let's go. Pretty exciting stuff. Instantly finds an opponent. Pure skill. Going to be interesting to see if Helm of the Host is a good card. I think 18 lands is good, especially because we have a spell land and a bunch of kicker. And our first opening 7, I think this is a keep. Going to see it be interesting to see if Spore Swarm is a good... we're going to start with our Memorial. If Spore Swarm is a good card in Sealed. I'm not sure it is, but I think it could be fine. Especially because we have some dirtily cards. I think it's going to be better than a lot of our cards. Llanowar Elves, oh dear. Oh dear. Do I just Shivan Fire Llanowar Elves? I think I do. Llanowar Elves is a problem. That was a great draw, though, to keep me from dying to Llanowar Elves. Because we have a pretty good late game stuff, but if they just accelerate too quickly, we could be in trouble. Wow, so punished. I guess we don't know what he would have drawn, but we're just going to play our Crozand Druid. We could have played. We could if we draw a land, we can play this next turn and ramp up to our Primordial Worm. Let's just wait until we draw a land to use this, because it will eventually cost us a land if we aren't careful. So we really want to get the Primordial Worm into play. Okay, that's fine. This costing us a land is brutal. It does happen in 3 turns, but... Are a bit mana screwed here. The cool thing with Primordial Worm is Primordial Worm will survive and it'll just kill all of his stuff. Oh no. No! I guess this can kill that. Land. What does this do? 5 damage to target creature. We just need time to draw our lands. Reporting it to the highest authority. Good luck with that, Smurf. Ah, the classic Grun the Lonely King. Indeed. It's a card that hits me for 10. I think I'm just going to play Spore Swarm. End of turn. Wow. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. We have a ton of chump blockers, but it is going to be a problem because it will get 14 power. Yeah, Grun is huge. Going to have to do some chumping. Not in the market to take 14, as they say. Huh. Land? Oh, yeah. We're actually going to discard the first eruption. It doesn't deal with Grun, and we do have a bunch of big guys we want to get our lands for. Okay. We're going to attack him for 1. If he wants to use a removal spell on a Saproling, then we're probably fine with that. If he does, it's not great, but it means he's not killing our other stuff. And I think we have to race the Grun. Ah! Yikes. Got haste. Oh, opponent. Oh, never mind. This gets first strike. Gosh darn it. I think we're just going to chump the Grun, because next turn if we draw land, we can just outsize that. We could have not jumped, but I still think 7 is enough to be worth jumping. However, 3 is not. We really need a land. Preferably a plains. Oh dear. Not great. That's kind of like a plains. We're just going to play our Saproling Migration, because they're going to just be able to chump the Grun. Hit him for 5. Dang, that Icy Manipulator is going to be annoying. The reason I played the Saprolings there is because I want to have them out on the board, because I'm just going to be slamming 2 Primordial Worms in a row. Fire Fist Adept, pinging a Saproling. That's respectable. Definitely respectable. No attack. That's good for me. Hold up green mana. He does have Icy Manipulator. Oh, he's tapping that thing down. That's interesting. Not going to tap down this guy. We also have the Memorial of the Unity to activate at some point. No attacks. Grun is sketchy for us. We have 3, 6, 7, so we're almost at Crozen Druid kicker. What's your game, opponent? Maybe he's going to tap with Icy Manipulator once he's got the mana. We're going to block like this. See what he's got. He's not going to not have a combat trick. If he has +4/+4 and untaps his guy, I think we'd rather have this guy blocked, because this way +4/+4 doesn't save his guy, the untap trick. I did promise myself not to get blown out by that. What is it? Oh, man. was Gideon's Reproach. He did 2 for 1 himself, which is still fine in some ways for me. Get you Journey Mage, okay. Should have played that before he lost his Wizard, but that's not the biggest end of the world scenario. Reveal a creature and put it in my hand. I have a grunt of my own. I don't want to trade my 4-3 for his 3-2. So I will pass. Dang. He wasn't going to even let me offer the trade. Gaining 10 life is going to be pretty nice, and then I can use my Memorial to Unity. I really want to draw my Blessed card to kill his Grun, the card I'm splashing. I have 2 copies of it. Oh, interesting. Intriguing. This is 4, 5, 12. I'm literally 1 point of damage short of killing him if I don't jump. Yeah, I guess I'll try and kill this guy. He could have +2/+2 and untap, which would blow me out. That's going to be bad no matter what I do. I don't really want to just block that and take 10. So I guess we'll block here. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature. Sure. That is not the end of the world for me. I take 10 damage. The thing is I'm gaining 10 life, so I'm not really as concerned about the damage. Sure. Enter combat. Sure thing. Not going to attack. And I think I'm going to play the land because this sacks for 3. So it's 4 mana essentially. And I have 8 mana right now, so this means if I draw a 5-drop, I can still play it. If I draw a land next turn and then sack this. I'm going to play the land. He knows I have nothing. I know he has nothing. We both have a Memorial to Unity. I think he's winning because he has the Icy Manipulator. It's pretty scary. I think I'm actually just going to take it this time. I'll go to 8. Jousting Lance has been very annoying. Hopefully I draw my Helm. Then I can just copy my Skittering Surveyor every turn or my Keldon guy, and then I will probably just win. So I think that's my best card to draw. I have 2 copies of it. I also have a card that exiles his creature. He has a Keldon Raider. I only have 1 Keldon Raider. Okay. Discards Mountain. Plays Plains. Holding up the Icy Manipulator. Well, let's spin the wheel, bud. See, now I can play a 6-drop if I draw it. Well, that was a good draw. Boom. Sack a Goblin. What did I put in my graveyard? Or what did I reveal with Memorial? Oh, this is my graveyard. Some tokens are always nice. Just going to keep playing out my lands because now I have a pretty good mana sink on the battlefield. I can deal 6 to his Grand Warlord. If I sack all my goblins. I'm just going to chump with my Sapperling. This is a cool game. I think it's been pretty cool, pretty fun. The Jousting Lance is annoying, but as soon as I find my Helm, I'm just going to win because I'm just going to copy my Siege Gang over and over. Oh, yes! Oh, the Helm! It costs 9 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. Oh, the combo! The combo has been assembled and it only took 1 game. Oh, that's so good. That's beautiful. Oh, he concedes! He can't beat the Helm of the Host on my Siege Gang commander. Oh, that was beautiful. That was a thing of beauty. Oh, man. How do we want to change things up? Probably don't want to bring in those guys. We're not playing white that heavily, so doesn't look like any of these cards are going to be insane, especially because a lot of his guys had 5 toughness, so Gideon's Approach isn't insane against him. Oh, man, that was so good. Oh, that was so good. We do want to make sure we save our Fight with Fire. Maybe we want another Primordial Worm over the first Eruption, because I don't think he has a ton of like small stuff. Radiating Lightning doesn't seem insane. That was awesome. Gift of Growth could be good. Kind of want to bring it in. I didn't see any combat tricks from him or instant speed removal. I'm going to take out Spore Swarm and try Gift of Growth. Though I don't have a ton of creatures. And his guys are too big, so maybe Spore Swarm's good. I just think Gift of Growth could be good too, but I think I'll just bring in a Primordial Worm, take out whatever I took out. Oh, yeah, the Fist of the the Eruption card. Oh, we have a very good hand. We're going to keep this. We have all of our colors. And we have a Shivan Reef. I mean, Shivan Fire. I like the art on this card, too. And now we have double green. Helm of the Host is going to be good this game, I think. Equip it to a Keldon Raider. Looting for days. I think Helm of the Host is actually pretty good in sealed. That last game. Oh, the Siege Gang into the Helm of the Host. That was so good. That was sweet. He has nothing. Okay. We'll run out our Crows and Druid. We're nowhere near kicking it, so we're just going to put it on the battlefield. We do have a Blessed Light now, which is pretty good. Next turn we'll Helm of the Host. And start copying Crows and Druids, I guess. Baloth Gorger. That's not very nice. Mountain. Now we'll play our Keldon Raider. Because it can trade with the Baloth Gorger. We'll discard a Forest. Because we already don't need this extra one right now. And we draw another one anyway. And then we'll pass. And then our Helm of the Host can copy Keldon Raider and just draw us to our best cards. It does bring in a copy that enters the battlefield. Elfheim Druid, okay. That's pretty good. Pretty spicy. Might actually Shivan Fire that. Though I do have Blessed Light for if he like kicks a huge spell, so I'll probably just save my Shivan Fire to kill something like this. Okay. Helm of the Host. We do have 2 copies of the Helm of the Host in our deck. So even if he has like a Naturalize effect, then we're still going to be fine. Yep, I'm not equipped yet. Not yet. Oh, he sent me a message. Oh, he sent me frowny face. Oh, Helm of the Host. Too good. Opponent is not feeling the Helm of the Host. If he offers the Baloth Gorger trade, I'm not going to. I'm just going to equip my Helm of the Host and my Keldon Raider. Grand Warlord, okay. Glad we saved our Shivan Fire. I think he should have attacked there because I'm not going to trade because that's my Helm of the Host target. Land. Helm of the Host, this. Go to combat. Create a copy, discard forest. And I get to keep the copy. That's just so good for me. Oh, man. I feel so bad for the opponent. Not really, because this is awesome for me, but feels good, man. Feels very good. I do want to keep back a Keldon Raider so I can block his stuff, but I think I'll start attacking with the ones I'm making now. Oh, that's a good draw. Oh, he just concedes. Can't beat Helm of the Host. So is there any changes we want to make to our main deck, knowing more about the format? I think the first eruption is going to be a sideboard card. I think I'd rather have the Primordial Worm in the main deck. But other than that, let's go. Let us go. I forgot that this makes you sacrifice a, where is it? I forgot this makes you sacrifice a mountain. Because that's kind of a bummer. Kind of a bummer. Paulo Vitor recommended going on the draw in this format. Maybe I'll try that. My deck kind of folds to a 2-drop though. Kind of want to try that though. No, I won't. Would not like to play first. Let's just try it. This is a keepable hand. We'll keep it. Keep. I kind of want to try being on the draw, see how it feels. I mean, I'll obviously be on the draw at some point, but I feel like it could just be superior. You never know. Plains is not a mountain. That may sound obvious, because it is. Ah, ye old Bloodstone Goblin. Not going to kick it. We're just probably going to double block the Bloodstone Goblin to trade with it. Probably. We just have to get up to our our Primordial Worm. The big fatty at the top of the curve. Sarah Disciple. That card is not good. Does not want to trade. Perfect. Now we can get our mountain. Have a better double block on the Bloodstone guy. Curve out perfectly into our Spore Swarm. Opponent missed their 3rd land drop. I just realized that. Yeah, that's not really where you want to be. Imagine if they'd been on the draw, they might not have missed their 3rd land drop. Attack. Oh my gosh, Sparring Construct? Oh, opponent, that's not where you want to be in this matchup against Saprolings. Saprolings.deck. Oh, opponent. Poor opponent. They have 2 lands in play, but they do have their flying beatdown creature. I'm sure that makes him happy. I think we'll just keep taking 1 in the air. We're fine with that, and we'll create 3 Saprolings end of turn, and just eventually just get to our Primordial Worm while our opponent's stuck on like 3 lands. Oh man. Opponent not getting there the way they would have hoped. Let's just block with this guy, see what he's got. He just wants his guy to die so he can put a counter on the bird. Oh, that's so generous, Sparring Construct. Just making the bird into a threatening creature. It now has 2 power and 1st strike still. Oh man, poor opponent. I can kill the bird with Fight with Fire, but I really don't want to use my removal on something like that. Or I could Blessed Light it. You never know. Not going to kill his Bloodstone Goblin. I'm just going to play my Primordial Worm next turn. I do have Blessed Light in case he goes for like an equipment or an aura on the Sarah Disciple. But I don't think he's going to be able to deal with my Primordial Worm. Valduk. That's interesting. Boom. Primordial Worm has hit the table. Opponent, you are going to be in trouble. Valduk's kind of cool. He's kind of cool with my guy that makes copies. Oh, he has a third color. Now he could maybe deal with the worm. That's not very nice. Oh, man. He's also a first striker, and he's got protection from white. Okay. Let's go. Primordial Worm in the house. Starting the beatdown. He is on a 2-turn clock. We have Saprolings for days. How much is this? This is 9 mana. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So we almost can just kill him with straight up burn to the noggin. Any number of targets. It can be players. So he did hit a land, so he could have like Eviscerate. Traxos, Scourge of Krug. I can see why he's running Sparring Construct now. Yeah, we're going to Blessed Light that. That's not very nice. Like, Blessed Light it if he can untap it somehow. Okay, let's attack with our Primordial Worm. Boom, let's go. I'm probably just going to play Crows and Druid kicked. Gaining 10 life seems like a solid plan. Oh, poor opponent. So we'll get rid of it. We'll just exile the Sarah Disciple. This only does 5 damage, so I guess this thing could untap, but then we just have our 7/6 fight it. Yeah, this seems definitely worth. Kill all his guys. He concedes, yeah. Because then, even if he can untap this, we still have a 7-powered guy. We can attack all out and probably just kill him because we have enough power. So, yeah, we were probably going to play our Crows and Druid post-combat just so we have more power on the board. Okay, so against his deck, First Eruption doesn't seem great. This card's funny because it can block the 2/2. Don't think we want to switch colors for him. We could bring in our own Bloodstone Goblin as a little bit of a defense. Kind of like that plan. We only have 1/2 drop and he seemed fairly aggressive. And then what do we take out? Probably a Primordial Worm. Let's run it like this. We do have a bunch of expensive stuff still, along with some kicker costs for the late game. Seems like a fine hand to me. Let's keep it. Opponent is going to be on the play again. Ah, the classic no play. Oh, he did have a second main phase land. He was messing with me. So we have the Helm of the Host combo on the Crows and Druid. Make an infinite 2/3s. Opponent with no second turn play. Makes me feel pretty safe. Because I have a pretty good long game engine, because he doesn't know I have the Helm, so it's doubtful he has artifact removal. Oh, he doesn't have a second color, maybe. Mayhaps opponent missing a color. I think Helm of the Host is actually very good in sealed, because it just makes any of your creatures into a dangerous card. Because even infinite 2/3s is still good. Baird. I am not worried about Baird. Do not worry. I do not care. I'm not planning on attacking you right now. That is far from my plan. Hello, Helm of the Host. In the house. Helm of the Host on like a Primordial Worm is going to be great. Aven Sentry, that's a flyer. That's mildly annoying. We might have to kill that. We're just going to equip and make another 2/3. Just getting the equipment on is just going to be pretty useful, just so that we start churning out these 2/3s, and then we can Goblin Barrage that 2 turns from now, theoretically. And we'll just have 2 extra 2/3s because we spent the mana here. An extra 2/3 I think is going to be pretty good. Also, we're probably just going to play our Primordial Worm. Dominant Trapper, okay. He does have a flyer that we have to kill. Because flyers are a weakness of our deck, I will admit. But we have a Goblin Barrage in hand. And we just do a Shivan Fire. We're going to start with the Primordial Worm, though. Though Shivan Fire on this is going to be good. Because next turn we can copy our Primordial Worm with our Helm and then Shivan Fire. Windgrace, or we can kill the Windgrace Acolyte too. So he looks like he has several flyers. No attack. Bold move. Yeah, we're going to copy our 7/6 every turn. That seems like a little bit better. Yes, we'll pay 1. I think copying our stuff is better than playing our Thorn Elemental because 7/6 versus 7/7 with this ability is pretty similar, and also it like sets us up for more things next turn, and we can hold up Shivan Fire this way. It's impossible for opponent to race this, so. Benalish Marshal, Shivan Fire, your Windgrace Acolyte. Because we don't want to die in the air to that. Now we will probably Goblin Barrage. Oh, he's attacking. What combat tricks could he have? There's a +2/+1, but this block is good against. There is white has +1/+1 to everything. Try to get rid of Baird. I think we're just going to block the Dominant Trapper. Okay, so we play land. So kill Benalish Marshal. Go to combat. Now he has to chump block one of them. You could deal 4 to an attacker and block the copied one, but I will still have the copies and he'll just die. I think this is lethal. Boom. Got there with style. Okie doke. Any changes we want to make? Nope. I think our deck is going to be fine. This is pretty fun. I think our deck is just destroying people with Helm And yeah, Helm is a good card, I think, in Sealed. I thought it was going to be like a build around. I think it's going to be not great in draft, because in draft there will be aggro decks that can just beat you down. That will, I think, at least like at least one aggro deck in the format that you play a turn 4 do nothing card and you just get wrecked. But in matchups like this, I think the card's quite good. So I'm having fun with it. Aha! Opponent choosing to be on the play. Clearly a mistake. Based on the fact that I chose to draw last match and I won. The secret tech. The secret of tech. We do have a Valduk and a Crozen Druid. Ah, my old nemesis Jousting Lance. That could be painful. If he has like a flyer to put it on. Oh, please no, please no! Not the Jousting Lance, not like this. Jousting Lance, no. Oh, God. Oh, no. Well then. That's gonna be a bummer. We're gonna make him put the Jousting Lance on it. That'll make his turn a little bit worse, I think, but still quite good. Yeah, Danisha plus a Jousting Lance is not good for me. It does cost 3 to equip. This is not fair. So it'll have 4 powered first strike. Oh, that was a great draw. Gonna discard a Primordial Worm, probably. Actually, we're gonna get discard a Thorn Elemental. Because in this matchup, I don't think, against blue-white, I don't think the... Gonna get rid of Thorn Elemental. Ooh, that was a good draw. I think we can double block Danisha here. He attacks for 4, he can kill this with first strike, and then we kill it with our guy. So that does get wrecked by bounce, so maybe we won't do that. Yeah, on second thought, that seems so much worse. Because then if he bounces our guy, we just lose. So I think we're going to just rely on Blessing Lighting that in a couple turns, and we'll maybe just chump with our Skittering Surveyor. In which case we should have attacked. Though this might stop him from attacking if he doesn't have something. Oh, yes, so he doesn't have a bounce spell. Do I just go for this? If he had a bounce spell, I think we would have used it. If he had a combat trick, I think we would have used it. This does let me hit him for 6, but I do fall behind on a land drop. I think I'll go for the Skittering Surveyor play. Going behind a land drop doesn't seem great. And this means I can always do the Goblin Barrage play later, I think. But I do want to hit my 6 drops on time, so I think I'm just going to play a little bit conservative. I could just kill this and attack for 6, but who knows how relevant 6 damage is going to be. Wrath Capuchin. Okay. Cast Historic spells as though they had flash. That's kind of annoying. I think I'm going to chump block this. Yeah. Perfect. Boom. Primordial Worm number 1. Let's go. And then, oh no. Okay, so he has a Blessed Light. So yeah, that if I'd blocked, I would have been screwed there. So he did use one trick. I think I will double block this time because I don't think he has a bounce spell or he would have used it earlier. And I think that if he does want to bounce my stuff, then I'd rather he does that on my Primordial Worm. Each opponent sacrifices. Oh my gosh, the Wrath Capuchin screws me. Dang it, Wrath. I hate you. So I discard a card next turn? Okay, so I'm going to go Grown from the Ashes, because it brings the land in untapped, and then I'm just going to Goblin Barrage that. And then we'll Blessed Light the Wrath. Discard Valdic. Yeah, that's really annoying. Dang it. Oh. Valid Omnivore, okay. Okay. So I may have to kill a Wrath. Though I might have to save my removal. Oh, that was so good. No, it wasn't. Yeah, I'm going to have to kill the Wrath. He's going to get back my, I guess I didn't... Oh, he did kill it. Oh, he gets my Thorn Elemental. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, that's just too good. So much value. Oh, that's so bad for me. Oh, and he has something or he would have pumped. Put the Jousting Lance on it. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm just dead. I have to kill the Thorn Elemental. And other stuff. Yeah, that was bad. That Eldest Reborn screwed me. Okay. Dang it. Jousting Lance has been wrecking me. I have to say, it's been pretty solid. Kind of want Gift of Growth against him. The 1/1 seemed kind of useless. I'm going to take out Sprout Swarm for it. First Eruption could be decent. Yeah, we'll try it like this. I would like to play first. Oh, wait. Yeah, against him, I want to play first. I don't want to get beat down so quickly. This is a fine hand. We'll keep this. A little bit slow, but we have our Grun. I think Grun's very good. The opponent didn't seem to have infinite removal, so... Whoa, he has a rare land. We can't possibly win. Almost going to have all 9 lands we need. Knight of Grace is annoying. Especially because he's black-white, so he'll be able to turn it on. Drawing 2 lands there was not really what we wanted. It was not great. Jousting Lance. Why do they always have Jousting Lance? Have they been scarred by it? Oh, another land. That's just beautiful. He does only have 2 lands, which is kind of nice for me. Lets me get my Grun online. Can attack him for 10. Oh, there's his 3rd land right on cue. Da, 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 da. Spells are what I live for. I just enjoy a spell. Danisha. Sergeant at Arms, okay. Dang. Yeah, this is probably better than the Sprout Swarm would have been, though. Oh, yeah, we'll pass. Try to get a little fancy if he goes for an equip. Which he might. Oh, nice. Okay. We're going to block here, give our guy +4/+4. Giving +2/+2 would be fine, but we'll just kick it just in case. No harm in a little bit of kicking. Oh, that was a great draw. I wish I'd had that when I decided to use my combo trick. Because I could have just used the 2-mana removal spell to get rid of that thing. Though Grunt is still going to hit him for 10 probably. Nope, he hit his 5th land drop. Obviously. That's still very unfortunate. That is very unfortunate that he hit his 5th land drop just in time. If he didn't hit his 5th land drop for a couple turns, I think we would be in fine shape. As it is, not looking great. I think we're going to just kill this. I think we kind of have to, because if he plays a historic spell, we're going to take 2, because it's a cast trigger. And we know he has all spells in hand. So I think we're just dead. You have to chump this. Nah, we don't have to chump it. It's only 2 damage. We'll chump something that he puts the Jousting Lance on. Save us more damage in the long run. Okay. Oh, that's funny. 3, 6, 7. Oh, we're just short. Dang it. We needed one more action spell before we drew that. Oh, well. I'm not going to do that. That was unfortunate. The first game we kind of got steamrolled because he was very aggressive. Delete this deck. But that second, and like, we got blown out by the raft thing. I think we could have won that game though. We got greedy. If we just Goblin Barraged the Denethor, the Capuchin card, he wouldn't have gotten nearly as much value out of the Elder Reborn guy, and then I could have just played my stuff in peace. I do want to play a match. Adding boosters is pretty bad EV on Magic Online for any folks that are on YouTube or in the Twitch chat. It's just much better EV just to play with your deck. As is. Having a pretty good time with this deck. I think it's pretty good. Oh man, we almost got there with the Helm of the Host in that second game too. We were 1 man off. Pretty impressive too, because we just drew all lands that game. We're gonna keep this hand. We are on the draw. Have Helm of the Host, and a lot of slow cards. So our opponent's probably not going to be able to be very fast. He's on a mulligan. Yeah, this is going to be a keep. We have all our colors. We have expensive stuff. We have a removal spell. I think it's going to be fine. Lazador 1. I'm playing against someone who's 5-0. What the heck? Paired up much? How do I play against the 5-0 opponent? That's a fine draw. I'm going to have to put an end to his 5-0 tyranny. Oh, he doesn't have a second land. Come on, deck. Give me a land. Arg, I'm not going to hit my 4th land. Yes! Whiffing is great for me. Land would be nice. Oh, yes. We have 3 colors on turn 3 to tilt him. And then we're going to start getting in with our Spore Swarm tokens. We have a pretty free game here. Oh, he's discarding the hand size. Okay. Let's go. Definitely just going to play our Sprout Swarm, start the beatdowns. Oh, yes. Hitting lands is so good. I'm going to play our... opponent saying, good start here. Helm of the Host. Not going to hide the fact that we have that from our opponent. We do still need to kill him. He could just draw land, and we just and just be right back in the game. So it is doubtful. Also, if we whiff on lands, we want something to do. But was that ever really a possibility? There is a 2/2 with flash, but I don't think he has it or he would have used it last turn. Just gonna play a Primordial Worm. Then Helm of the Host with Primordial Worm can kill him. Grun's not as good when you're attacking with a bunch of Saprolings. Mesa Unicorn. Huh. So, play a land. We could kill the Mesa Unicorn. How much land do we have? 7? We'll just hit him for 14. Make him jump block. Yep. Oh, yes. This is looking good, Helm of the Hosts. Helm of Hosts. Helm of Hosts. So he's blue-white. So, good to know his color combination. He managed to get all the way up to 5 lands, which is kind of impressive. Opponent is not doing much, as they say. He concedes. He cannot beat the Helm. Maybe he just can't beat the 7/6 that the Helm is creating every turn. Against blue-white. He does have a 1/3 in his deck, which is kind of an annoying card for me. We'll just run it back. We have a bunch of expensive stuff in our deck. Oh, yeah. This is going to be good. I love this hand. I love it. Skittering Surveyor, my MVP. Gonna get all my lands. All of them. Oh my gosh. We got the combo. We got the combo. We got the combo. We got the combo. Oh, yes. This is going to be so good. Oh, this is going to be so good. Oh, Mesa Unicorn? I do not really care. Oh, man. This is going to be brutal for the opponent. We're just going to Helm of Hosts, our Siege Gang commander. Oh, this is going to be sweet. Sweet, sweet justice. Pegasus Courser. He's kind of aggressive. We may have to kill the Pegasus Courser with our Goblin Barrage. Gonna get a mountain with our Skittering Surveyor. Yeah, gonna get a mountain, even though we do have a double green card. We want to be able to cast our Siege Gang on time. And then we're probably going to use our Goblin Barrage to kill the Pegasus Courser. Oh, now we definitely are. Oh, no, we can't. Oh, no. It's out of range. Well, this is unfortunate. I guess we'll Goblin Barrage the Mesa Unicorn. And this way we're on a clock, but we can still, if we hit another mountain, we can sack all 3 goblins to the Siege Gang to kill that. Dang, if we have a very tough time against flyers. So we're gonna go to 10 here. We have several turns to find an answer. He's also screwed on lands. Mountain. If we do find a red source, we can kind of get him by sacking all our goblins to kill this. We can also use our Keldon Raider to find more red sources. We do have 5 lands, so we aren't very close to kicking our Crozen Druid. Ugh. Does have a 4th land. We have to kill the Pegasus Courser with our Siege Gang Commander. Stupid Pegasus Courser getting out of range right before we were going to Goblin Barrage it. What a meanie. Mountain! Mountain! Give me mountain. Mountain! Mountain. Oh, that. Just gonna do this on our turn before he can draw like a counter spell or something. And yeah, now we're probably gonna do it. Easily win. It was not a mountain, but it was still good. I think we're just gonna play our Primordial Worm over the Helm. I think we're gonna try and save the Crozen Druid to gain life. We do have 6 lands, so we only need 2 more. Oh, that mountain. Gonna play our Helm and hold up Siege Gang. We're probably gonna use our Siege Gang to kill Benelish Honor Guard. Keep our Crozen Druid in hand. We only need 1 more land for that to be online. Oh man, we're super close. Going to still wait on using the Siege Gang until his turn. If he this way, I don't know. He invoke the Divine. Hey, not cool, bro. Not cool at all, amigo. I guess showing him the Helm, let him bring that in. Lazaro. He is still missing blue mana, so presumably he doesn't have a ton to do. Just gonna play our Primordial Worm, I think. Oh yeah, definitely playing the Worm. He doesn't know we have a second copy of the Helm, so eventually we'll find that. And in the meanwhile, we will still have our Fight with Fire to kill anything big. We're going to gain 10 life with this Druid, which is actually going to be very relevant. Because we are at 6 still, so if he has like a flyer, he could kill us, but he is still screwed on land, so... This is how it ends, Lazador to the Siege Gang, and your Voltaic Servant doing not much. Land? Veldoc. Okay. And then we're only 1 land more off of the Fight with Fire. Probably actually just going to discard Veldoc. Veldoc doesn't seem like... I think we just want to draw land so we can... yeah. Wow, opponent getting so mana screwed. It's not even fair. That's just not as fun, but yeah, poor opponent. He was 5-0. Oh man, we have enough mana for it. We are 1 off. We're gonna gain 10 life, put the nail in the coffin. Does he have a combat trick? Adamant Will. We're gonna let that happen. We just want to play our 10 life card. Boom, let's go. And then we can deal 10 to him. Oh, he has a blue source! He has a blue source! Blessed Light. Academy Journey Mage. He's going to bounce one of my guys. He bounces that guy. Okay. Okay. So if we attack with everything, he can block here and here, take 3, and then we have lethal. He can block here, block here. So we attack everything. We have 1, 2, 6, 9. We have enough mana to cast this. Just deal all 10 to him. Yeah, that seems good. Killing him seems like a fair line. Boom. Burning him out. Let's go. Gonna play another league match. We do want to play another league match. Let's go. I like it. Oh, man. The person that we played against already has 2 trophies. The guy we lost to. I guess you get a trophy for going 3-0 in any segment of this. So, yeah. So he got a trophy for winning that match. But, yeah, that's kind of cool. Only lost to someone that got a trophy for it. Oh, we found an opponent. Let's go. We got paired down this time. Let's go. I don't really want to play first now. I'll play on the draw. And this is a great hand. We'll keep. Yes, the classic being on the play and mulliganing. The format seems pretty slow, so I like having the extra card. I read it in Paulo Vitor's article that being on the draw was probably better for sealed. In draft, I'm still going to default to being on the play because I'm sure there's going to be like some sort of beatdown deck. There are a couple of beatdown cards. Zalfrin Void. He already scribed a card at the top. What did he do with his scribe? He'd already scribed at the top, so not a ton of extra value there. I'm surprised he didn't lead with another land, but maybe this probably means what this means. He has a 1-lander because otherwise he would not have played this land first. Because this is his only land, so that means he has 5 spells, and the lit card on top of his library is a land. So that's just something you can figure out if you're being attentive enough. And we are definitely being attentive enough. That's why you want to check to see whether they scribed. So they kept Mountain on top. Okay, Bloodstone Goblin. I do not really care about that. Sure, it'll hit me a couple times, but I'm going to have the Sprout Swarm and the Skittering Surveyor, so they can double block that pretty well. Probably going to get a Mountain so I can guarantee Siege Gang Commander. And he doesn't have a 3rd land, maybe. Yeah. So this is what you get for being attentive. We're going to get a Forest now because, yeah, should not have got... yeah, we'll just be able to play the Forest, though. Yeah. Getting a Forest. Now we have double green for our stuff. And then we'll play the forest next turn, flash in, Sprout Swarm, double block this thing. He hits his third land. We know he has 5 spells. And we're going to get a pretty good favorable exchange because Sprout Swarm is not like a full card. He has a Skittering Surveyor. That's a very good draw for him. Or a card that he had in his hand. Because he does need lands. Plains, okay. Okie doke. Going to be able to slam my Siege Gang Commander too, which is going to be a very good card on this board. Let's see what he attacks with. Oh, yes. Do it. So he could have +1/+1 for all his guys. He could have a couple combat tricks here. Gonna trade like that and like this. This does get blown out by charge, but I don't think he'll have charge. I don't think charge is very good, so I don't think people are going to play it, especially in sealed. Though if he has charge, I'm definitely getting blown out by it here. It's just trading a 1/1 for a 1/2 is just a good trade for me. We have 3 Primordial Worms in our hand. I just realized that. Like, what the heck? Come on, land! That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Juggernaut. Has to attack, so it's going to trade for some tokens, but pretty big card. Kind of scary. Can't be blocked by walls. I mean, how else am I going to deal with it other than my walls? I don't even, I think there's 1 wall in the set, probably just so the Juggernaut can attack through it. Yeah, there's definitely a wall in the set. It's like an artifact that can become indestructible, and it's like the perfect size to be able to block Juggernaut, but it can't. Okay. Don't really want to take 5, and I think this trade's going to be very good for me, so we're only going to block with 3 because we don't want to give him extra value in case he doesn't have a combat trick. Especially because if we draw a land, then our Primordial Worm is just going to be bigger than it, and it'll have to attack in. So if he has a combat trick, him using it here will mean that our Primordial Worm will get to live, or that our Fight with Fire will kill the Juggernaut. And he also didn't have a combat trick in that last turn, so yeah, this is pretty good for us. Siege Gang, definitely a good card. Definitely strong. Aw, Shivan Fire, you're no fun opponent. Pegasus Courser, okay. Land. That's not a land, but it's fine. We're going to kill the Pegasus Courser. Keep our Fight with Fire, but Pegasus Courser is actually really annoying for our deck because we can't deal with flyers, and we have 3 Primordial Worms, so we're going to just kill stuff and try to be stable against him. We have the late game on lock, as they say. It has been said before by many. I just can't wait to see his expression or whatever, like what his expression would be in real life if we went Pegasus, if we went like Primordial Worm into Primordial Worm into Primordial Worm. Like, I can only imagine what an opponent would do. Like, their expression is just like, oh, not another one. Primordial Worm is huge. It's like a 6-mana 7/6. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you going to do, opponent? Oh, that's a card we're going to kill. Yeah, Fight with Fire for the win. Good thing we have a deal 5. Or we would not be able to answer that. I guess we could have dealt with it with the Goblin Barrage too. And we'll attack him for a nice hefty chunk of 9. I think we'll keep the Crows and Druid in our hand. No, we won't. We're just gonna run it out there. Kill him as fast as possible, as they say. On Sarah's Wings, though. Terrifying card. So he has 4, 5, 6 mana. So if his last card is the guy that steals one of mine, I don't want to leave myself dead to that. So that being said, if I attack with these two guys, I still have some chump blockers for that. So I'm definitely just going to do that. But you have to be aware of that. Like there is that one card that steals your dude, and you do not want to be dead to it. Another Primordial Worm. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I played this. And on to the sideboard games. Definitely siding in my 2-drop. Where are you, Bloodstone Goblin? Get back here. Siding out a Thorn Elemental. First Eruption. Does it kill a ton? It kills my own stuff. I think this card's going to be fine in the matchup. Because I do get to ramp out a Primordial Worm earlier. Sacrificing a land seems really bad, though. However, killing all of his stuff also sounds really nice. Even kills his 4-drop. What do I say? Take out, though. Maybe I don't want this card. An extra 2-drop will definitely be welcome, though, and I do want to be on the play against this deck. Maybe Helm of the Host is too slow, but he might have a late-game bomb that I need to be able to fight. I've been really liking the way my deck has been playing out. 18 lands, I've never really been mana screwed. I did get flooded that one time, but that was like so major that the extra land would not have mattered. Well, maybe it would have, but I think that 18 lands has been very good, especially because I have a spell land with the Memorial. Ooh, he chooses to not play first. Nice tech, opponent. We're going to keep, but I respect that. That's definitely something you should consider. Like, if your opponent chooses to be on the draw against you, it means that their deck might not be as good if they're on the play. So you should probably capitalize that and do what they don't want you to do. Also, I just realized his username is Dora the Explorer, so that's just kind of funny. And we do have the 2-drop that we sided in, so maybe we can punish him. Gonna be able to play a turn 4 Siege Gang Commander. And this is a goblin, so live in fear. Attacking first in case he has a Shivan thingy. Getting our planes. Next turn we'll just play our Siege Gang Commander. Or maybe we'll play our Keldon Raider. Depends on what we draw. Probably just slamming Siege Gang is almost always correct, though. Skittering Surveyor. That's a guy. That's a dude. A dude. Siege Gang is just so much value. It's like 4 bodies. What's not to love? Attack. Play Siege Gang Commander. If you don't have a removal spell, you just lose. Pretty much how that plays out. Even if he does have removal, we're still in fucking shape. Because if he uses removal, he's using it on a 2/2. I mean, the 2/2 does have a good ability. But, yeah, pretty good for us. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. And we have our Keldon Raider. Discard this extra mountain that we don't need. Unless, of course, we draw a 6-drop, in which case we just slam this 6-drop. We have a Blessed Light. 2-headed Giant. Not a fun card for me to face down. Yeah, I kind of just want to kill that. I think I am going to kill that with my Siege Gang. Gonna play our land. We do have 6 drops in our deck. So we are going to play the land eventually, even though we do have the Kelton Raider. And holding up the Siege Gang Commander is going to be pretty nice here. Because that way, even if he goes for a removal spell, we can activate it in response and sacrifice it. All of our guys are goblins right now. Maybe that was a mistake. We do just have, like, if we have him at 12, we have 6 damage on board. So we would have had 10 damage. But I guess we wouldn't have been able to attack if we didn't kill that. Pegasus Courser, sure. So I think we're going to play our Kelton Raider. Question is, how are we going to attack? We can attack with these two. If he double blocks, we can shoot this, but then we don't really accomplish much. I'm going to play our Kelton Raider, see what we draw. Discarding this mountain, of course. We could have played our Mammoth Spider to block the Pegasus Courser, but oh, that's such a good draw. Oh, that's so good. Oh, opponent. Yeah, we're probably just going to sack the Goblin to kill the Skittering Surveyor end of turn, maybe. This card's going to be attacking, doing some good work. Maybe we don't sack the Goblin. Skittering Surveyor's not hurting anybody. Opponent has 6 cards in hand. But a lot of them probably aren't very good against Siege Gang Commander, and he doesn't have a removal spell for Siege Gang. We will have a 10/10 attacker. Benelish Honor Guard, sure. We'll kill that with a token. We'll attack for 4. Oh, that's so good for us. Because now this Grun is just a lethal attacker on its own. And we have 4 damage with our goblins. So we can just attack with Grun and see what our opponent does against the 10/10. And then we'll just play our Primordial Worm. I think we'll just attack with this. If he does have the Blessed Light thing, we don't really care. This is why I think Blessed Light's the best white common. Because it can kill stuff like a 10/10 Grun. Yeah, we're fine with him jumping. He can't jump forever. Yeah, he had it. But not the end of the world. We could have attacked with both. I think that might have been better. But then he doesn't have to chump the Grun if he doesn't have anything. Danish a Capuchin. Definitely going to try and kill that with a Stray Goblin. Actually going to do it before combat, just to make sure he doesn't have a combat trick to save it. Oh, okay, that's 4. Yeah, we're going to go sack a Goblin. Play our Helm of the Host post-combat. So he does have a combat trick to save it. Perfect. Good to know about. Yeah, I figured he might have Adamant and Will or something like that. We could have Blessed Lighted it. But we're just going to play our Helm of the Host and pass because Infinite Siege Gang Commanders is pretty much impossible to beat. As is Infinite Primordial Worm. So he has to have a removal spell for the Helm. He can't have a removal spell for the Siege Gang or the Primordial Worm or any of our like individual creatures. He has to have like artifact removal, which he shouldn't have known to bring in. He's just probably looking at the board like, I am screwed. I am still at 20 life, so I don't really care about this hit. I think I'm just going to equip to the Siege Gang Commander, even though this card's bigger. It's just a lot of value on the Siege Gang. Okay, so he's trying to overwhelm me with flyers. Play land, obviously. This costs 5 to equip. I could just play the 3/5, but and this guy's gonna get haste, so we can attack with everyone, kill the Danisha. He can't get through on the ground anymore. Though he does have this, so. But I'm not really worried. I'm attacking for lethal. Oh, this is great. Siege Gang Commander plus Helm is all I ever want to do. It's such a good combo. He has 4 6 power flying. And we have a removal spell and a Mammoth Spider. I do not think he's going to be able to kill us. That's fine by me. The Aven Sentry would have died eventually, but as long as he's not putting too much of a clock on us, I think we're going to be good. Oh, this is great. Him trading is very good when we have such a value engine in play. I mean, even if he kills the Siege Gang, we can just put it on a Primordial Worm. Like, pretty good. Chip and Fire, not the most fortunate for me. Blood Tallow Candle, okay. Starting to see where he's going with this. Unfortunately, any creature is just really good with this, so. I win the match, yeah, there we go. Let's go. Our deck has dropped 2 games, and they were both like, one of them we got mana flooded, and one of them we got wrecked by being a little bit greedy, but would have been a tough game, I think, anyway, because of the value he had, but overall, and also the fact that I was a moron, and I just realized that I discarded a card that he, like, the card says reanimate a card on it, and I discarded a 7/7 for him to reanimate. I should have just kept my card in my hand and discarded, like, a removal spell, even if I wanted the removal spell. So yeah. But yeah, it looks like our deck is pretty good. We've been performing well. We do want to play a match. Our deck has been great. I've really been enjoying it. Helm has been very fun. Having double Helm of Hosts, I mean, what more can you want? Just Helm of Hosts your Primordial Worms. It's so good. So strong. Man, if only we had Tatyova. If we could splash that somehow. Just cast in that Tatyova. Opponents just like, I mean, I copied my Siege Gang Commander and they like managed to get rid of it, and they were like, they must have been like, oh yes, I did it, and then I just put it on the Primordial Worm and they're like, gosh darn it. Ooh, our opponent is also 4-1. Looks like another finals match here. And we get to be on the draw. We're going to keep this hand. It's not insane, but it's solid. We have a 3-drop. We have 3 lands. Would like to draw a mountain at some point, but, I mean, oh, that was a good draw. Having removal spells, never unwanted. Also have a Helm of Hosts, which is just great, obviously. Shiv and Fire, nice draw. Thought that I almost didn't play a land there, but we made sure we clicked it. So, yeah, things are looking good here. Sergeant at Arms, okay, we'll match that with our 3-mana 2/3. Sergeant at Arms seems like a good card. A nice draw for us. Just going to run this out here. It can block the Sergeant, so. Opponent maybe green-white. Maybe they're splashing for something. Probably not splashing a Sergeant at Arms, so white's probably one of their main colors. We're gonna block. You could have the card that puts a +1/+1 counter on it, but Adamantine Will is not a card I'm afraid of. The +1/+1 counter would have been annoying because then Keldon Raider can't block it very well. Like, it probably would have had the trade. Llanowar Elves, no. You monster. Yeah, we're going to discard the Primordial Worm. We do not need that. We could discard Blessed Light, but I think we are going to want the removal effect. And we do have... Oh, man. That was not a good time to draw the Helm of Host. I guess we'll be able to copy this guy with Helm of the Host. Juggernaut. Okay. Gonna have to fight with fire that. Land. Fight with fire your Juggernaut. I kind of want to just kill the Llanowar Elves. But I think I'm going to be patient. He didn't do anything brutal last turn, and, I mean, now you can cast a 7-drop. Of which there's like 1 or 2. But yeah, he just plays that, so I don't really care. All of the 1/1s. Lands are good. I'm not being sarcastic either, I really do want lands. Ooh, doke. Shivan Fire is probably going to be good. It means that if I block his guy, I can blow him out. So I don't really want to block Sergeant of Arms for that reason, because then if he has like a combat trick, I can't kill it in response with a Shivan Fire. Oh. Okay. Sergeant at Arms, unkicked. That is pretty significant. I thought that meant he had the pounce spell, because then he could attack with everything and then I block and then he pounces this. Don't really know what it means now. It means he has the other Sapperling spell. Gonna equip this up, get a copy of it, discard our second Helm of Hosts. Our opponent will get to know we have a second one, but that's much less relevant than us actually wanting to be able to play stuff. I think we're just going to run out our... We could run it out, but I think holding up Shivan Fire is also reasonable. And we can kick this next turn. Yeah, I think we'll just wait. I think the 4 1/1s is going to be better. And Baloth Gorger kicked. Okay. He has a 7/7. Okay. We're going to discard the Mammoth Spider, I think. Though we do kind of like having things. Yeah, we'll discard the Mammoth Spider, though. You want to find a Blessed Light thing. Oh, that's such a good draw. Not going to attack, but... I like holding up Shivan Fire and having a bunch of blockers for the Baloth Gorge is kind of nice. I can also just throw a double block on it. Oh my gosh, does he have another one? Oh, he does have another one. That's kind of annoying. I will throw a double block on it, though. Okay. I think I'm going to discard the Blessed Light now. I will discard the Primordial Worm. And my logic for that, okay, so I drew Siege Gang Commander, which is obviously fantastic, but my logic for that is that I already have a big guy in play, but if my opponent plays a huge bomb, I might need to find a land for Blessed Light. I think I'm just going to start copying my Thorn Elemental, though. Seems a little bit better at this point. Going to keep playing lands. Getting a 7/7 every turn is nothing to scoff at, for sure. And it has haste. I'm not going to attack with this one because I do want to be able to put the Helm of Hosts on it. And he can trade one time and then maybe he can kill it, but I'm just playing ultra conservative here. He doesn't have a legendary for any like wrath effect. Yeah. Blood Tallow Candle. Sure. Sure thing. We're going to play our guy post-combat. We're going to attack him for 14. Worst case scenario, even if he uses the Blood Tallow Candle and something, we can still get some value. Nice. We can still do damage directly to him. No. No. I guess I maybe shouldn't have done that because he can Blood Tallow Candle it. That was a fine draw. Gonna cast it. If he goes for Blood Tallow Candle, I can just sacrifice Siege Gang to itself. So much value. The value. I mean, now I can just deal damage to him. Then he'll be forced to use his Blood Tallow Candle, and I can still kill him by using sacking goblins. Oh man, what a massacre! The Helm, too strong. Okay, so knowing more about opponent's deck, I do think I want First Eruption, or maybe just Radiating Lightning. I really don't want to sack lands because I have so many expensive cards. I have kicker costs. I think I'm just going to bring in Radiating Lightning to kill all of his Saprolings and his tokens and stuff. And I will take out... Did he have a lot of token makers? He did have 2 Sergeant at Arms. He had a 2/3, I remember. Maybe I'd rather just have First Eruption. I kind of want to try First Eruption, so I think I'm going to try it for science. And I will take out 1 Primordial Worm, and then I think I will run it like that. Easy keep. I get to be on the draw, which is kind of nice. Lots of expensive cards, but we have our best cards as well, I think. Oh, we're going to have one of these games. I see how it is. I see how it is, opponent. Turn 1 Llanowar Elves. Broken. Too good. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Not what I like to see. Oh, this could be rough. Luckily, we have Fight with Fire to kill something huge if he plays it. If he plays a Kavu kicked, that's like the biggest thing we saw from him. Oh, we called it, and we can kill it with our Fight with Fire. That's what we're going to do. do not want to start taking 10. Fight with Fire is so good. Now he only has 2 cards, so if he doesn't have another big guy, we're just going to win. Because we're going to draw lands and just play our huge stuff. Definitely think I want that other deal 1 to everything effect now. Oh man, he has another elf. Oh my gosh, look at all the mana he has. What the heck is this madness? This man is a madman. He's got elf tribal over there, ramping up to 5 mana on turn 3. Not fair remotely. Land. Not the worst draw, provided I draw land. I'll play my Valduk. We'll probably try and trade it with the Marwyn. This card's not even very good in my deck. I just kind of needed a creature. It's also kind of cool with the equipment I have, but making an extra 3/1's not incredibly relevant in that scenario. I'm going to kill the Marwyn, because I'm afraid of mana. And that extra point. And it could grow bigger. And now I do need to draw a land. On cue. Landaruski. Oh no. Land would be very nice to kill his 7/7. Oh, he's just that? Sure. The ping effect would be very good here. Land? That's fine. If I'm not going to draw a land, I'd like to draw a spell that I can cast, so... Now I'm still in the land boat, but... I think I'm going to double block this. Because if I play Siege Gang Commander, he can't really attack with the 1/1s anymore. Land. Yes! If I had drawn the tap land there, I would have been very sad. Ooh, yes! Siege Gang Commander. Stabilizing me. Thank goodness. I also have the Blessed Light mana now. Ooh, that was so close. Oh, Blood Tallow Candle. You're no fun, opponent. Killing my Siege Gang Commander. What a jerk. Probably should have waited until combat to do this. Because now I can triple block Sergeant at Arms. Which is a pretty good exchange for me because I keep the 1/1. I would like to draw a land. Obviously, now I draw it. I jinxed myself. I deserve it. I'll just trade with a 1/1 and take 2 and then have my 6/6s forever. Ooh, this is a cool deck we've got here. Look at all the power in our hand. He should attack with his Llanowar Elf there, I think. I'm going to play our Grun. I'm going to attack him for 10. I like Grun. I love the monkey. The ape warrior. He looks so cool. The art is sick. Opponent's draw step is a brick. I have sweet rhymes. We're going to attack him for 10. Boom. He's a lonely king. Only attacking for half your life total, bud. Gonna play our 7/7. And opponent can't handle it. And we got the 3-0 in that stage. Not now. Man, that was fun, fun, fun. We have not dropped games. We only lost to that one guy, and we have just been crushing it with this deck. We would like to play a match. Our deck has been very good to us. Primordial Worm, so strong. Also, Helm of the Host. All of our cards have been so good. Playing against Faux Rar. We are going to keep this hand. Our games have not felt particularly close all the time either. Some of them were being like slightly close, but like we've been massacring people too. This is one of our weaker hands. We don't have any of our good cards, but it's a functional hand, so we're going to keep it. Oh, Mesa Unicorn. I do not think you should be playing 2-mana 2/2s in sealed in most formats, because it's slower, so you can't like facilitate the like busted aggro starts. Because you're just opening random cards, and like I play a Crowson Druid, and his Mesa Unicorn is just blanked. It's like basically not a card anymore, unless he has like ways to give it evasion, like that. But you get my point. Like in his deck, it might be correct because he has that evasiveness, but I'm probably pretty safe against this card in most decks. The Pegasus and Unicorn are working together as a team. That's important when you're. I can't believe that they aren't supporting the horse tribal of Crested Sunmare. If only Mesa Unicorn was a horse, then they could have it. They're getting really specific. Like this is a Pegasus. It's not a horse. Okay, sure. Like Crested Sunmare is like a unicorn or something. It's like not actually, but okay, that's unfortunate. This could be a quick one, boys and girls. Could be a quick match. Or game, at least. You do not find an answer. He does not have a 4th land, which means all his cards are spells. Huh. Kind of unfortunate. Do we need to find a removal spell for this stupid Pegasus? The Pegasus has been wrecking me. It has actually been very annoying. All day long. Another Pegasus. Okay, I'm screwed. Valduk is not the answer I was looking for. Dang it, I'm on a 3-turn clock. That's not a fun feeling. What are my answers to the Pegasus? I don't really have any. He almost definitely has a way to keep this thing. Oh, he just gives it flying. Oh, I'm on a 2-turn clock. Oops. Yeah, things are looking grim. I do not think I can recover from this. Just going out on a limb. Oh, another spell. Oh. Bomb rare. Okay. Geez, that's not good for me. The old Considerino. Let's see what we can do against that. Actually, nothing. Yeah, we're very screwed against his deck. Lich's Mastery deck. We could side into flyers, but all of our flyers are 5-drops, which isn't going to help against him anyway. Does our blue have any flyers? We have Academy Drake. We have Cloud Reader. I need to build a PC and get PUBG. Sounds like a lot of work. I am doing great, Nico. I'm actually 5 wins, 1 loss. So out of 9 matches. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm having a great time. Merfolk Trickster could be cool. What do we take out? Which color is worse? Our red has all of our good cards, but our green has all of our support. Maybe Blessed Light is too expensive, and we would rather play blue. Though I think that's more of like our splash color. So maybe we take out our red, though our red does have this guy. And Fight with Fire, and our Goblin Barrage, so all of our removal. So if we take out green, we took out green for blue, what would that look like? We would bring in 2 Blinks of an Eye, our 2 Merfolk Tricksters, Academy Drake, Divination, Sphinx. Syncopate. How many green cards do we have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 green cards. Then we would also take out the splash. Only target non-flyers. Each creature. Yeah, we'll just run it back. Hope we draw our red removal spells. Now that we know what he's up to, we can mulligan better. And we do want to be on the play against this guy. This hand's very risky. We're going to mulligan. It doesn't have any of our cards that we want in the matchup. Wow, we're going to keep this one, but it's very bad. We have a fight with fire. We have both of our planes. This could be rough. Keep in mind that by this stage, we're playing against people who have added two packs to their decks, whereas we haven't, because we're going for the higher EV play. Oh, yes, hitting that forest like a boss. Let's go. Now all I need is a mountain. Mesa Unicorn. Okay. Mountain. Oh, yes! Oh, yes, that's so good. We're not going to kill the Mesa Unicorn. We're going to save removal for flyers, and also his, bomb. But we have Blessed Light for the bomb. Oh, my goodness, that was so good. We drew a forest into mountain. Pure skill, folks. Pure skill. Davenant Trapper. Well, now we can hold up our Spore Swarm and trade it for Davenant Trapper. We don't care about the life he's gaining, we just care about the life we're losing, so we're going to trade it for the 3/2. Spore Swarm, ba-da-da-da-da. And if he uses an Adamantine Will, we pretty much traded our Spore Swarm for his combat trick, but we also keep a Saproling, so we're a little bit up in that exchange. And it looks like he doesn't have anything, so we gain a little bit of value there. That was good. Juggernaut will have to die. We're actually going to Blessed Light the Juggernaut to use our mana more efficiently. And then attack him for 1. Next turn we can Skittering Surveyor and Fight with Fire. And then the next turn we can Grun. So that's our game plan here. We aren't going to Fight with Fire and Mesa Unicorn, but Skittering Surveyor can help block the Mesa Unicorn. And using our Blessed Light there just means we use 5 mana instead of 3, but... Baird, yeah, we're not planning on attacking you, bud. Buddy old pal. Our Grun can also block that. We'll just play our Grun then, since we hit our land naturally. This shuts down pretty much all of his attacks. He does have 4 spells in hand because he has been missing land drops. But we have a ton of big stuff in our deck to draw. We have all of our massive creatures. Also, saving Fight with Fire as long as possible means we might be able to cast it with Kicker, which would just win us the game. I don't think you can really lose if you cast that with Kicker. Because it just does 10 damage to however many things you want. Icy Manipulator, that's a bit of an annoyance. He still has all spells. Going to get a forest here. And going to attack him for 10. He's going to be able to tap it down anyway. Yes, we will pay for Baird. The Icy Manipulator is really annoying. Really quite annoying. So we're pretty happy to trade 10 damage for 4 damage. Especially because oh my gosh, he's just taking it. That's probably correct because he has the ICU for tapping it. 2, 5, 6, 7. We are 2 lands off, but we have one of the lands in our hand. He's pretty constricted on mana if he wants to hold up Icy Manipulator too. So that's good for us. You can double block Mesa Unicorn. Yeah, we'll trade 10 for 2. Seems like a fair trade for us. We do have a lot more big stuff, so just draw one of our big spells. I hate you, opponent. No, not Pegasus. That was a good draw. Go to combat. We're going to get greedy and not use our Fight with Fire. That was a clutch Primordial Worm, though. So our opponent can attack us for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we draw a land, though, we can Fight with Fire, kill his whole board, then kill him with our attacks. Or be 1 point of damage off. 5, 12, 11, 13, 14. Oh, we're actually 1 point off. No, because we do 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 to him. That'll just win us the game. So yeah, we really hope to draw an untapped land, which is fairly high odds. And if we don't, we draw a spell, so. And this thing can't get flying to both creatures, so we're only taking 3. Opponent deep in the tank. I mean, he's probably deciding about whether he can win, like, just by being aggressive, like if he has another Pegasus Courser or something of that sort. On Sarah's Wings, he's going for it. So I'm going to be taking 3, 6 damage. So I'm on a 2-turn clock. If I draw a land, I'm going to win the game. Land. Boom! We did it. Because we can kill his whole board and hit him for a massive amount. Yeah, we're just going to kill his whole board. 2, 5, and a 3. That was such a clutch land draw. Hit him for as much as possible, and he's at 6. Ooh, that was so clutch. We could have put him to 1, but then we would have been in very high risk. I think killing his whole board is safer. Because we could have dealt 5 to him, 5 to Baird, attacked with everything. He still has 3 power in play. But we have him at 1 life. Okay, yeah. We got him. He has to tap one of our guys, and then he'll have to chump. Because Grun plus a guy is lethal. And if he taps this, we just attack with only Grun. Though we could attack with everything. And force through 1 point of damage. Ariel is just so good. What the heck? How is this card so strong? Go to combat. Okie doke. He's going to tap our Grun. Okie doke. He'll have to chump here, so we'll get into free damage. Yep. Get some sapperlings. Nice little sapperling army here. Looks like we got there this game. The Flyers, though. And on Sarah's wings, I really wish there was Plummet. Or if I had that card in my sideboard. The one that does 7 to a Flyer. Okay, I'm going to be on the draw this game, so do I have a plan to deal with the Flyers? I think Arbor Armament has to come in. That creature gains reach. Yeah, that's got to be good against him. I should have brought that in the first time around. Oh. Oh, Mr. Destructoid. Is my voice glitching out? That's unfortunate. Also, hello. This can kill everything. Could slow him down a little bit. So we saw... Do we want the extra 2-drop? We saw the Mesa Unicorn. Oh, no, you're good. You're just saying hi. Okay, cool. I think we do want the extra 2-drop. We could side in Baird, but I don't think we have enough white sources for that. Side in Gideon's Reproach. Sarah Disciple. Not really a good flyer. I considered siding into blue for the Merfolk Tricksters. What cards? I'm gonna focus on the sideboarding. I'll let you know during the game. I could side into black, but those are very expensive. I kind of want the Gideon's Reproach. Side out 1 Primordial Worm, 1 Spore Swarm. Gonna cut 1 Forest for 1 Plains now that I have a Gideon's Reproach. And then I'm going to cut the Thorn Elemental and run it like this. Ouch. Rough draw. I'm going to keep, though. I do have a lot of forests in my deck, though I did side one out. For a plains, not for a thing, but... What cards have overperformed? Crows and Druid was actually kind of decent for me. Yeah, we're going to kill that. Crows and Druid was fine a couple times as just a way to gain 10 life. I did get wrecked early on by Lance a couple times. That was the Forest. The card that's opponent sided out of black. Interesting. I need to draw a Forest ASAP. So I can play Sapperlings. Oh, I kill myself with puns. Too good. I need a Forest next turn, I think. Or a red spell I can cast. Jousting Lance. This is the card I was just talking about. It has wrecked me a couple times. Triumph of Gerard. LOL. Oops. Oh, he played it post-combat. Luckily for him, I can't punish. Unfortunate. I did not draw a Forest. So he'll hit me for 7. He is investing a lot of resources into this one Gitu Journey Mage. And I'll be able to get it when the Saga goes off next turn because my Blessed Light's an instant. That's kind of nice. Forest! Mountain. So this is looking a bit rough, but he only has 2 cards in hand, and his Triumph of Gerard is about to trigger, and he's not going to have any creatures. I don't think he has any creatures or he would have played it. In case he has a second Triumph of Gerard, I'll just wait till combat. Blessed Light. Blessed Light has been very good, too. I expected this to be the #1 white common, and it has performed. Oh, yes, Forest. Oh, no! No! Oh, we just need Forest. Oh, come on, deck. Oh my gosh, Forest. Oh, no. All I need is a forest to make my life a little better. Dang it, we're going to lose because we don't have a creature to play. Because we have... I mean, Siege Gang Commander would be great. We have a lot of removal spells left. Oh, man. No! Gitu Lava Runner. That's how it ends. All I need is a forest. 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 Oh, man. I was thinking, oh, man, I have 7 forests, 7 green sources, 6 forests. I should have been less greedy with my white splash. I'll take it. I'll take it. Helm of Awakening, save me. Save me. Helm of the Host, I mean. He's probably got a removal spell. All I need is 1 forest, and I think I win. I'm going to double block it. Do I double block it? I think I do. Yeah, I don't want to go in range of him having the stupid unicorn thing. I do need to draw a forest, but when I do, I will gain 20 life. Dang. All I need is a forest, and I gain 10 life and live. Forest. Yes! Oh no, the kicker is green. No! I guess we'll just make a bunch of sapperlings and then hope to draw another green source. Oh no. Dang it. Oh no. I do have chump blockers. As soon as I draw second forest, I think I win the game. It's a bold prediction, but I think it's true. Skittering Surveyor counts. So I have like 7 good draws. Or I'm dead. Dang it. Oh, if I'd played a Crozen Druid, I would have been able to live. I could have made a copy of it. Dang it. I have to know. Dang it, my opponent sided in. Man. Oh, it would have been a Memorial to Unity. And then a Forest. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. That was very close. If we'd had a Forest, like, 2 turns before, or even 1 turn before, we would have won, I think. My decision to double block saved me a little bit. Man, he had that stupid Lance has beaten me a lot of times. I've lost all my games to Joust, or like most of my games to Jousting Lance. The Pegasus has also overperformed a little bit. I thought it was going to be good, but it's been very good against me because there's a lot of flyers. Flyers are hard to deal with for my deck. What else? I've been impressed with Skittering Surveyor has been very good, but I already assumed that would be good. And yeah, Primordial Worm has been a pretty good finisher. Okie doke, let's redeem ourselves. Growing Threat. We're on the draw. We're going to keep this. We do have 18 lands, and we have a 3-drop we can play, and we have our Host Helm. No. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. That was a good draw. Oh, no. The Yavimaya Sapherd. I thought it was Shepherd for so long. For so long, I thought it was Shepherd. Crows and Druid will block both of those, though. Very nicely, in fact. And then Goblin Barrage can take down a 4-drop he plays. If only he didn't have a Llanowar Elves to make him play everything a turn ahead of schedule. That's really bad for me. Benelish Honor Guard. Oh my gosh. At least everything gets stopped by a Crows and Druid. Literally his entire board just dead to a Crows and Druid. Which is kind of nice. I mean, if he has a removal, he has to use it on a Crows and Druid if he wants to keep up the pressure. Gonna play our Mountain because we have double red spells that cost 4. Go, Crows and Druid, save me! Be the Crows and Druid you were always meant to be. No! Oh, no. Oh, dear. We're going to have to Goblin Barrage that one. Because that is a scary, scary card. Yeah, we'll take 3. What the heck? We'll take it. He only has 3 lands. Obviously, he only has 3 lands. That means he has all spells. Terrifying. Going to Goblin Barrage the Spore Crown Ballad. I kind of want to kill his Llanowar Elves, but I feel like reducing the amount of power he has on the board is also pretty good. Because he could just Alpha Strike me. 5-drop. Maybe a 4-drop. Ah, the Wild Onslaught. Not what I like to see. Oh, dear. Valduk, Keeper of the Flame. Save me. Valduk can trade, though I'm not liking my odds here. Dang it. Opponent has definitely gotten a lot of Sapperlings. He's gone wide. Oh my gosh, he has 2 Woodland Cemeteries? That's a feels bad. Am I just dead? Probably. So I take 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. Yep, I'm dead. Wow, that was a quick one. He had a lot of big Saproling makers. I'm going to bring in Radiating Lightning, and I'm going to bring in First Eruption, and I'm going to take out some of my clunkers. And I'm going to bring in a 2/2 because it blocks his stuff for another clunker. Dang, that last round that I lost, if one of those, I sided out a forest for a plains, and I got so punished because I drew 2 plains, so maybe one of those plains was the one I sided out for a forest, and I would have just won the match. I think the fact that I have like all single cost green cards and I actually have a decent number of red cards makes the decision close on which one to side out. Like I have these double red, and these are all 6-drops, but it still feels real bad. I would like to play first. We're going to keep this one. Doesn't have a red source or my sideboard tech, but it's got some lands. Definitely don't want to be on the draw against this guy. His deck seems pretty solid. Oh yes, first try. Never didn't have it. Beneless Honor Guard. I do not think this card's very good and sealed. Perfect. Perfect. Just need one more land. One more land. Come on, deck. I need a land. I'm holding out for a land. Davenant Trapper, you say? That's a fine draw. We're going to play our Helm of the Host. Pass the turn, play our Mammoth Spider, hope it can stabilize us, and then copy it over and over. Oh my gosh, he sent me exclamation points. He's terrified of it. I mean, with good reason. We do take 5 here, which is a substantial amount. Not insignificant. Oh, yes. Next turn we can start copying it. We also have Radiating Lightning to kill 1/1s. Oh no, he found the black source. He's going to just kill my creature. No! Fair opponent. That was incredibly unfair of you to draw that black source. Bad opponent. If I can find another land, I can play my Primordial Worm. Hope that's good enough. I think I'm going to pass the turn and Blessed Light him. This way I'm just taking less damage if he has a removal spell and I can actually win the game. I'm going to Blessed Light the Davenant. If I draw a mountain, I can play a guy, and Get out of here, Davenant. Nobody likes you. Dang it, he needed to have that black source that turn, or I was going to be able to stabilize. Unless he has white removal or something. No. Oh, dear. Land. Oh, no. This is how it ends. Not with a bang, but with a whimper. If only we'd drawn land. Oh, well. Keep in mind that later on in the pre-release sealed things, other people have more packs, but because I'm not adding them, I just... Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's a fair card. Oh, yeah, that's not what I like to see. Yeah, that's game. Let's try and get there in the finals. I think you get a decent reward for 6 wins. Oh yeah, 200 play points. That's a lot. Come on, deck. You can do it. Go, deck. These decks are pretty strong because... Oh man, we got paired up every time. I think we'd like to be on the draw. We'll keep this hand. Pretty happy to be on the draw, though. We do just want to draw lands. And if we find another land, we can play our Keldon Raider. Ooh, my first time playing against green-black. A Saproling Migration is the turn 2 play. That is a good time to draw a land. Let's go. Perfection. We can discard one of our Primordial Worms to our Keldon Raider, help us curve out. Slimefoot? No! Not fair. Slimefoot's a jerk. You can just make Saplings every turn. You monster. You're a monster. I think Slimefoot's very good. Maybe not as good as our Siege Gang commander, though, because we can kill Slimefoot with 2 of our guys. Definitely going to block. Definitely going to block. Fungal infection. Punished. I'm just going to get to use it eventually. Oh, man. We're so close. Helm of Hosts. Ooh, we just need to survive a couple more turns. We're probably going to play our Mammoth Spider and then start our Helm of Hosts train. Or we'll just start our Helm of Hosts train right away. With our second Helm of Hosts. Oh man, if we don't draw a 5th land, we're just so screwed. Oh no. Come on, 5th land. Please, please. We're so screwed if we don't find one. Please, 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 please. Oh no, we have both Helm of Hosts. The absolute worst draw. Oh, man. There's different artworks, which is kind of cool. I like it. I dig it. Oh, he hit another land. Could get rough. Gonna block. If he had Vicious Offering, he could have used it anyway. I pretty much just, yeah. Kind of priced in. Oh, I need to play my Mammoth Spider. Land. Oh, yes. I want to just make copies of Keldon Raider, but at the same time, I think this is going to be necessary. To hold off the Windgrace Acolyte. And then I can just start making copies of Mammoth Spider. Then I can play Siege Gang, kill his Slimefoot eventually. Because I'm at a functional 10 because this thing does deal extra damage to me when Saprolings die. Mistress Self-Replicator, oh my god! He's going deep! Oh my gosh! He's so deep already. I'm going to copy this guy so I can start discarding and drawing lands. He does have a flyer, which I'm kind of worried about, but at the same time, finding lands so I can cast stuff is going to be pretty important, I think. Self-Replicator versus Helm. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. He milled so many good cards. Please, I need a Plains. Not exactly what I'm looking for there. He milled this card. I'm going to discard Spore Swarm. I'm going to play... You can play one of each type? You can get back Icy Manipulator? Are you kidding me? I think I'm going to get my Plains. And then I'm going to kill Mistress Self-Replicator. I think I have to. Because he's going to get back something and copy it, and then it's all downhill from there. I fear the Tatyova. Oh, yeah, that's not great. That is very bad. Oh, dear. Can my Keldon Raiders get there? Can they do it? Stronghold Confessor. I have to kill Muldrotha, but that means his Tatyova lives. This is insane. Die, Muldrotha. At least he didn't get back Icy Manipulator. I am going to get rid of my Primordial Worm, I think. There's 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I'll get rid of Grun. Not attacking. Next turn I can play my Siege Gang. And I think I'm going to keep the land so I can discard it. And then the turn after that I can start copying my Siege Gang. Oh my gosh, this game is insane. Insanity. Tatyova is definitely annoying. Also, Slimefoot's incredibly annoying. But I'm going to be able to start gunning stuff down when I get a copy of Siege Gang. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, so I can't like play and equip. I guess I'm just going to have to hope he doesn't have removal for one turn. Which I feel like he would have used if he had it. Guardian of Koilos. Okay, what's he going to return? He's probably not going to bounce his Tatyova. Yeah. He only has 2 cards in hand. Could be getting there. Mountain? Not a mountain. We're going to discard this Plains. Forest. And we're going to play our land because we're going to be moving it over to the Siege Gang next turn. Okay. He's up to 27. No removal spell, and I win. I hope. Or that happens. I still think I win. So he can now attack through this. His board is massive. If he doesn't attack this turn, I think I win. I'm definitely chumping. Because I can kill it with 2 tokens with my Siege Gang. And he does have the threat with the Slimefoot. And I'm going to have infinite chump blockers. So I don't even have to kill his Sapperlings. Oh my gosh, we're doing it! We're doing it! Oh, and then we're going to be able to just start shooting his stuff every turn. And we have a backup Siege Gang commander to copy. Oh, yes! This is so cool! This is so sweet. He's playing his Tatyova, so now he's going to deck first. You can do 6 damage a turn. His Slimefoot can make 2 creatures, but... Oh my gosh. The power of the dark side. Siege Gang! Siege Gang! Oh, this is so good. This is so sweet. So much power. So much responsibility. He's killing my Siege Gang. You monster. You monster. Good thing I can copy my other one. Haha. My other one. Oh, he's attacking all out. You might have another copy of the thingy, so I'm gonna try the mass pump spell. So I'm gonna try and play around that if I can. So this way I take 6, but then some fungus die. So I would take 7. I think I'm fine with that. And I'm trying to play around him having +2/+2 for all his guys. Could have a bounce spell, but I still get favorable trades overall if he has a bounce spell. Oh, he's just making a token. I think I'm going to win. I go to 8. Yes, he didn't have a kill spell. That's awesome for me. I think I'm just going to hold up, deal 4 damage. Holding up, deal 2 damage is probably fine. And casting this could keep me alive, depending on if he has like stuff. Oh my gosh, what an absurd matchup. What is this craziness? What the heck? Oh my gosh, it truly is a siege gang because there are so many of them. Yeah, that's gonna die. That is definitely dead. The last time he milled those 3, what's he milling this time? Okay. Okay. So I know most of his deck. His all-out attack was a desperation attack, looks like. Siege gang! Siege gang! Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Okay, so I can block and sack. Opponent is at 31 life. We are going to truly have an army. Land of our elves? Okay. Got it. Nice. Okay, go to combat. The power. Oh, yes. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's so good. Siege gang. Siege gang. What a hero. The hero we all deserve. Man, that's actually hilarious. That is actually hilarious. Okie doke. So opponent has Slimefoot. First eruption could be very good against him. As long as we use it in the proper scenario. I don't think we want to side into a different color. I think we'll side out. I mean, he's a pretty slow deck. Spore Swarm. And we will keep this. Pretty solid hand. It doesn't have our best cards, but we have removal for his best cards. We know what to save him for. Stronghold Confessor for 1 mana seems very bad to me. I don't think you should really play this for 1 mana. I should have played my Mountain there. I do not know what I was thinking. Because I could want to kill it if he has an aura for it. That was really bad. Hopefully I don't get punished. But he definitely has more important things for me to kill with my Shivan Fire. I probably will be casting it for 5 mana. To kill a Tatyava or something. I'll take 6 damage maybe from this thing though. It's kind of annoying, but he has definitely got more important things to kill. It's kind of annoying, but in the grand scheme of the game, it's not going to matter. He has 3/2 flyers that I'll never be able to block. I think I have to kill that. Because I don't have anything else to play. I do have Fight with Fire still. It is mildly annoying that I had to use a removal spell there. Would have much preferred not to, but I can't really afford to take 5 damage there because I don't have another play for 2 turns. If I was 1 turn off, I would happily take 3 or 4 damage. But given the fact that, yeah, I would have taken 4 damage there, and I don't have a play on the following turn, I just think it's probably correct to wait. I could have waited until my draw step because I'm not really doing anything, but hopefully Mammoth Spider gets the job done. He might make 3 tokens end of turn. Nope, he does not have the token maker thing. I really want to draw one of my Blessing cards because I'm really afraid of the 6/6 that he has. It's actually really scary. He can just replay his Llanowar Envoy for all time. Yeah, we have our 3/5 to deal with that. Okay, he milled this. Thank gosh. Oh my gosh. And he milled Icy. That's actually really good for me. That was a really good mill for me. Okay. Mammoth Spider. That was really good for me. He doesn't have the Moldotha. Thank goodness. Hopefully he doesn't have a way to get stuff back. I didn't see one. He might have not. He probably wouldn't have conceded if he did have a way. Because then he could have gotten back Moldotha, and then maybe tried to grind me out. Oh, I probably would have just killed the Moldotha, so maybe he just didn't want me to see that he had a way to get stuff back. Or he has a second Moldotha, though that doesn't really make the first one any better. But yeah, him milling Icy is pretty good for me. Slimefoot. Slimefoot the Stowaway. I'm just going to start slamming my 7/6s. He only has 3 cards in hand. I kind of want to fight with fire the Slimefoot, but he could have the card that draws him a card whenever he plays a land, and I really want to kill that. So I think Slimefoot will be allowed to live. And now I don't have to save my exile card for Muldrotha. Muldrotha is definitely scary. I probably should have played my forest there. And then I could have killed and raided away the extra planes. But I think I'm going to go Forest Primordial Worm and try to keep hitting lands so I can go fight with fire. We'll see what... Could just kill this guy once and for all. This could have put a wrench in his plans. I think we'll do this. We give up an extra 2 damage, but I doubt his combat trick works on whatever he's going to do here. You do know he has -2/-2 in his deck. Okay, he can maybe just use the sacrifice ability. Okay, yep. But yeah, we at least made him sacrifice his guy, which is kind of a win, I guess. A moral victory. Gonna play our other Primordial Worm. Probably gonna have to Flight with Fire the Windgrace Acolyte. It is unfortunate, but it is getting out of hand. Also, Slimefoot's kind of annoying because you can make chump blockers. We do have ways to gain life in this deck for 8 mana. Huh. 2, 5, 6, 7. We're going to Keldon Raider to get rid of Grund. Definitely tapped wrong. Found the Blessed Light. So now we can just Blessed Light this. So we'll go to 6 here. But if we draw a land, we can fight with fire for full value. We might have to play around the +1/+1 counter card, though I think he might have used it on his turn if he had it there. Okay, so we're just going to hold a Blessed Light. Probably should have attacked for 7 there, but I don't really want to die to stuff, so. Huh. It's close. I could have Fight with Fire, too. So he does not have Tatyova. Exile that. Skittering Surveyor. So he could put 1/1/1 counter on everything. Please land. Please. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we attack him for lethal. Land. Do I play around +1/+1 counter? I think I do. And I think I do that. So I do 4 to this, 3 to this. Four, 3, 3. So I could do 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 4. 3. 4, 3, 3. This way they all die. I don't take extra damage from those dying. This card has been very good. Fight with Fire. It's just been unreal. I'm playing around him being able to put a +1/+1 counter on all his creatures. Because he did hold that up. He also held up making a Sapperling. I think I'm going to attack him for 7. Okay. So he was holding up Ancient Animus. I'm fine with that. Now I'm dead. I'm not even dead to removal spell plus the pump. That's mildly annoying. So I'm going to attack with one of my guys, see if he'll trade. A trade would be great for me. Okay, perfect. Because now Thorn Elemental is just lethal. Oh, I did not mean to play the land. I was, yeah. So if he attacks with everything. Okay, Tatiova. Okay. I can just, okay, so he has nothing in hand. Perfect. This is lethal, so I can just block here. He can't kill me with these because he doesn't have enough to double pump. And if he has single pump, I'm just happy to trade here. Oh, okay. Going to attack with this guy. I need to attack with my other people. Boom! We got there. Hoo hoo hoo. 220 play points from that stage. What a sweet deck we had. It did get harder as the stage went on. The last stage was definitely much harder because by that point you can add 2 packs to your deck. But the way the prize structure works, so I got 2 wins on stage 1, so I got 30. Next stage I got 3, so I got 40. Third stage I got 1, so I got 20. So those add up for 90 play points from those 3. And then because I got 6 wins, I got 200. So I got 290 play points. But if I add a pack, then that adds 40 play points essentially to my cost. So it's not worth it, essentially. So I spent 240 play points and I ended up with 290, and I got to play a sweet deck. So that's just a tip for you folks watching on YouTube. If you want to maximize your EV and still play very close games, it just becomes a little bit more challenging, but very good games overall. But yeah, that is going to do it for this YouTube video. If you made it all the way to the end and watched the entire Sealed League, then I commend you, and let me know in the comments if you did make it all the way to the end, and I would be very happy to hear about what you thought. Also, let me know if you prefer shorter videos in the future, because I can definitely do that. I just figured that people might want to see the whole thing, and I know you can always choose to watch part of it, but you can't choose to add more of it if you wanted to, so I just figured I would show it all. But anyway, that is going to do it for this YouTube video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to click that thumbs up and subscribe to get updates whenever I post new content. It's a great way to show your support for the channel, and it is perfectly free. Also, if you have any questions about the draft, about the sealed building, or about the gameplay, be sure to leave it in the comments. Leave those questions in the comment section down below, and I will happily respond with my thoughts or answers. Also, if you just want to say hi, feel free to leave that as well. If you would like to catch me streaming live, you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. There will be a link to that in the description down below. If you would like to connect with me on social media, you can find me on Twitter. Tweet me at NicolaiBolas. I post there whenever I go live, whenever I have a 3-0 deck list, and whenever I have a new YouTube video. But anyway, that is going to do it for this YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please let me know what you think about Dominaria. I think it's been pretty fun so far, but yeah, I'd be very interested to hear what you guys think. So please let me know. But yeah, that's going to do it for this YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.